Welcome to the second episode of Analog Review, where history meets gaming and legends come to life. From distant galaxies to futuristic civilizations, from daring explorers to fearless warriors, we dive into the stories, uncover secrets, and explore the best ideas for the future of gaming. Today we're talking about the next Mass Effect game. We'll break down what we know so far, revisit the epic journeys that define the series, and explore the possibilities for the future of the franchise. From the return of the Normandy's legacy to new threats in uncharted space, there's plenty to discuss. So grab your N7 gear and let's jump into the future of Mass Effect. Now, I'm going to show you a trailer. It's been nearly 5 years since we've gotten this. The little N7 structure that was shown in the trailer had fans hyped, especially those who were disappointed with Mass Effect Andromeda. Just knowing the franchise was going to continue was a huge relief, but now after years of waiting, fans are left with more questions than answers. At this point, all we can do is speculate and hope for more news. What we do know is that Liara is returning, same thing with the Normandy as shown in the clip. Now let's get into the exciting part. One of the biggest questions surrounding the next Mass Effect is the timeline. When does this game take place? Based on the teaser, it seems to be set long after the events of Mass Effect 3. Liara seems to appear older, suggesting that several hundred years have passed. This opens up a lot of possibilities. Two questions that I have for BioWare. Will we see long-term consequences of Shepard's choices? And is the galaxy still recovering from the Reaper War? Or is there a new threat that has begun? Another major mystery is the fate of the Andromeda game. Will we see this connect with the Milky Way? Or is BioWare more focused solely on the original trilogy? The teaser hints at the return of the Normandy, but we don't know if it's a new version or the same ship just restored. There's a lot to unpack, and this is making fans really eager. With that in mind, let's break down some of the biggest theories and possibilities for Mass Effect's future. A huge theory is whether if Commander Shepard could return. While Mass Effect 3 offered multiple endings, some fans believe that BioWare may find a way to bring him back, especially since their teaser was so N7 related. Could we see a revived Shepard? Or will they introduce a new protagonist who carries on their legacy? If Shepard does return, how will this impact the choices made in the original trilogy? Another possibility is that we'll play an entirely new character, probably someone connected to Normandy's past crew. Maybe we'll take on a new role of N7, investigating the state of the galaxy post-Reaper War. The teaser shows Liara discovering a piece of N7 armor. Could this mean she's looking for Shepard, or a different lost hero? And then there's a question about the villains. The Reapers were an unstoppable force, but now if they're gone because of Shepard, what's the next big threat? Could we see the return of the Geth, Cerberus, or even something new? There's so much we don't know yet, but one thing for sure is BioWare has a massive opportunity to bring back Mass Effect in a huge way. When it comes to what fans want in the next Mass Effect, here are a few things that I found out. First, people want to return to the deep storytelling with choice-driven decisions. That's what made the original trilogy so good. Every decision needs to feel meaningful again, not just shaping Shepard's journey or the protagonist's journey, but the entire galaxy. Whether if it's political conflicts, alien alliances, or personal relationships, players want choices that truly matter. Next is my personal request. I'm big on squad mates. The Mass Effect series is known for incredible companions, from Garrus to Tali, to Liara to Rex. Fans want to be able to do that in the next game, with the same level of character depth, with memorable interactions, loyalty missions, and unique personalities that evolve throughout the whole story, not just the beginning. Seeing returning characters like Liara is exciting, but introducing new companions with fresh perspectives is just that important. To stay on the topic of fans, I went to the Mass Effect Twitter community to ask what's everyone's official prediction for the next Mass Effect. Here are a few answers. I received 20 responses after posting this 16 hours ago. That really shows how eager Mass Effect fans are for the next game. Here are 3 responses that really popped out to me. The first response that caught my eye was by Jeff Sexton. He commented, "Best bet of what we know so far, Liara refuses to believe that Shepard's truly dead, and goes off on a galactic crusade to find whatever's left of him." And I have to agree with Jeff here. I really hope that Liara refuses to believe that Shepard's truly dead. Everyone wants Shepard to be back. He is everyone's favorite character. The second comment that caught my eye was by Mr. Dune Trader. He commented, "The character creation will go previously unseen levels of tweaking, and you might need an over $1,000 GPU to run the game properly on a PC platform." In my opinion, I really hope Mass Effect does not do this because I want the game to be available to anyone and everyone. The third comment that caught my eye is by Lauren. They said, "I think the Geth will be involved again." And I have to agree. There is so much that you can expand on with this species. Anyway, let's go into our next topic. Let's talk about dream features and mechanics when it comes to Mass Effect. Fans are hoping for more of a deeper RPG mechanic, allowing them for more customization, especially in combat and character progression. In my opinion, I think a detailed skill tree could let players fine-tune their abilities. Weapon and armor customization could return more of a refined way, giving players freedom to create a loadout of their choice. The balance between linear storytelling and open world storytelling is very, very different. While Mass Effect Andromeda introduced larger planets, they often felt empty. The ideal approach would be a mix of handcrafted story-driven locations alongside of explorable worlds. A more interactive Normandy or home base in general would be amazing. Whether if it's a new version or an entirely different ship, players should be able to customize it and strengthen relationship with crew members, which makes strategic decisions more stronger. This could also tie into ship combat, something the series never really fully explored, but could add a new level of excitement. The next thing I want to talk about is something I do not agree with. Mass Effect tried to do multiplayer in Andromeda, and it did not end well. I think if they were to do one, they just need to make it simple. But I'd much rather an amazing story and no multiplayer, and I think everyone in the Mass Effect community would agree with me. And that wraps up the video. That's everything we know and everything we're hoping for in Mass Effect. And if you're asking, yes, there will be a part 2 to this video. With so many possibilities, it's so easy to make a part 2. This could be one of the most exciting entries in franchise history. But for now, all we can do is wait and think. Hopefully BioWare gives us some more news soon. What do you think? Will Shepard return? Will we finally see a true connection between the Milky Way and Andromeda? And what features do you want to see in the next game? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for the support in the last video. I'll see you next time. Analog, out.
Insecurity, only through maturity can we overcome. Feel like I've been overrun, feel like it's over, I'm done.